Well, hello. Okay, so just a heads up. This is my first YouTube video ever. So we'll see how this goes. I am here to inform you. Okay, I should turn that off. Sorry. Okay, I'm here to inform you that a lot of times when you buy succulents or different type of cacti from the store, whether it be a grocery store, a hardware store, a nursery. I would say a nursery would be probably a little less likely. However, it's not unheard of because it's not the nursery itself. It's the actual cacti farms that are gluing the flowers here on top. These flowers are not actually attached. Well, I mean, they're attached, but they're attached by glue, okay? So the farmers are gluing the flowers to the top of the cacti to lure the customers into buying them, okay? Who's to say you're gonna buy a cacti because it has a flower on it? I don't know. I mean, maybe they just think that if it has a flower, it's pretty, it's more opt to sell, I'm not sure. A lot of these cactuses will grow flowers on their own in due time. However, they're much too small, too young, premature to grow a flower at this point. So, I'm here to show you how to properly remove a artificial flower from the cacti with doing the least amount of damage. This is one that I've already done. So this one is just sitting here on top. It is no longer attached. I've pre-removed it, okay? The way that they're attaching the flowers is with a hot glue gun, which is damaging the plant. It's not good for the plant. The hot glue, it does do some damage, while removing it possibly could do more. You have to be very careful in your intent to remove the artificial flower. You want to work at it, you want to slowly remove it and not be too forceful, you know. It's like, anyway, so this one has already been removed. This one also actually had a flower attached to it at the top, and I removed this one, and this one was much easier for me to remove. It was only barely touching. It had a lot of the spores or the spikes growing out of the head of it, to where when they glued it down, I was able to remove it without removing or damaging much of the cactus skin itself. So that was on a positive note. So let's see this next one and how we're gonna, these tongs right here, I found these very helpful in helping to plant and to do other things that I need to do with the cacti. These I actually bought at a local PetSmart. I bought them to help feed, what are they called? Eels, and some eels that we had. If you do have something like this that you've used previously, you definitely want to disinfect it, make sure it's definitely clean, use mild soap, maybe run it under some rubbing alcohol, make sure it's disinfected, it doesn't have any sort of like fungi or possibly algae growth on it. These are clean. I cleaned these in a previous time. So you just want, you can like separate them out, hold on to the cactus, so that way the cactus won't be able to barb you or harm you with its prongs. And then you want to just be very careful when you go into here and to remove the flower, okay? A lot of times people will just take the actual flower itself and just like wiggle it, get the flower off. The glue will stay attached, but then you can see what you're working with. So you take off the flower, and then if you want to see, the glue is still attached to the cacti. We will take it and I will slowly work it from each angle. Just want to pick it up and just barely have it release, have it like slowly work. If it is only attached to the barbs, that would be great. You could just use a small pair of scissors and actually cut the barbs themselves because they will grow back. However, if you do pull too hard, a lot of times it will be attached to, like, depending on the type of cacti that it is on. Some of the different cacti it will be collected to the little heads that have the bars come out. And if you pull too hard, it will remove that and it will scar the cactus. So you can either leave it on there and wait until it grows out fully and then remove it later to where it moves down. So I'll show you some examples of different cactuses that have had the flower attached where it would move down. Otherwise, you would just need to slowly work around and get it to release. Just be patient. It'll come off. You can see right here, I've removed. It's a pretty good chunk of hot glue. And though it is damaging when they do apply it, it's more damaging when you remove it. So you have to be careful and you have to work with the glue and just lift it slowly in a circle from side to side until it gets more and more released. I actually feel like I've done minimal harm to this. Right here, if you can see in the lower corner right there, there will be a small scar because we've removed some of the cactus skin. But other than that, I think that this will make a great recovery. This will be a good cactus. Other than aesthetically, I don't think it causes much damage to the cacti, but you'll see. Let's see. This one is actually, it's very on the edge. Let's see here. Let's try and get this one to be the least damaging as possible. Try and see. I think this one actually had, see, this one had enough thorns to start with that when they glued it on, it had adhered to one of the cacti's barbs, preventing it from causing much damage, which is amazing. And by the way, all of these cactuses that I bought today that I'm showing in this video, I got them for $1, which is amazing, and that's a great deal. However, I do believe that they went on sale primarily for the fact that they were noticeably, you could notice the fact that the flowers were glued on, that they were subnatural, that they weren't actually part of the cactus. So I think that that is why they had clearance these individual cactuses themselves. This is another cacti that I've already removed the flower from, but you can even see here that there's remnants of hot glue that just, you know, that had fallen, that had attached itself to other prongs here, and it's just ridiculous. I don't understand why cactus farms are doing this, why they feel the need that people aren't going to buy the cacti without these flowers. It's just, it's silly, and it's somewhat upsetting. I really wish that they would just sell them with the intent, you know, to know that they may or may not bloom the flowers that they are intended to in due time. You know, it takes time. Things don't reach their full maturity for quite a while, and so sometimes you just have to wait. It's like planting a seed. You know, you have to wait until it blossoms into a plant, and then eventually it will grow fruit. It's like you plant strawberries and they take 2 to 3 years before they actually sprout fruit. And so I don't know why cactus farmers have decided that this is something that they need to do, or that they feel will up the sales of their cacti. This is another cactus we have. This is a, let's see, this is a golden barrel cactus. Another one that I got for actually just $1 over here at my local Lowe's. And it was because they were all inside, and I don't know if they weren't getting enough sun or if they felt that they were just not selling as well, but they all went on clearance for $1. So I feel like I can be a little bit more rough with this one because I can tell that it's attached to a lot of the prongs and not so much the cactus itself. Except for this side here, I might get a little worried about. Let's see. Okay, by the way, this is my first video ever, so I do not know if you're in focus. I really hope you are. I guess we'll find out. So there is the artificial flower. Just silly. And the cactus appears to not be damaged. However, there is some residual hot glue on here, which, you know what, as of right now, to cause the cactus less harm, I think I'm gonna leave it and just see how it grows. And then once it starts to grow and it starts to break apart, I think that I will remove this in the near future. I think the cactus has the best possible outcome with that. So, this video is primarily to explain to you that some cactus farmers do actually apply flowers, so don't necessarily choose cacti with flowers because you think that they've already bloomed or that they're doing well, because this is absolutely false. And choose a cacti depending on its color, its brightness, its, you know, its similarity throughout the entire cactus. If a certain part of the cactus is a lighter color or maybe more dry, it looks more moist, it maybe isn't as healthy as it should be. So try and stray away from that. Look for something that's very symmetrical. And yeah, well, I hope you look into some other videos that I will be posting in the near future, and thank you for watching.